This is the cheap flight adventure to Vienna in Austria. But before we even get his cheap flight adventure started, there's something unexpected at Luton Airport. There is a Shanghai Mitsubishi. Now you wouldn't expect this lift to be in a shithole airport like Luton. So then, here's the EasyJet plane arriving into Vienna Airport. So let's take a look around Vienna Airport, and here is the new terminal. This new terminal looks very posh and it has some eco discs.
Ankunft arriving.
That's like every company that's ever flown here gets a model plane in their collection. So then we now go along to the old terminal, and the first lift we find is a Cone M series hydraulic. Now along to a little eco disc up into the old terminal. So then, here is the old terminal, and along we go to the car park, which has some full intelligent Cone M series, yes! Then, with a lot of airports around the world, they always try and get you to go on overpriced transport into town. Even when you're on the little bus station from a plane into the airport, they play a message telling you about the expensive, fast, direct train into Vienna. But of course, I don't like fast trains because one, it doesn't stop at any stations en route, and I like to record the train leaving stations, get the acceleration sound, so I don't like fast trains, and secondly, it's overpriced. So we didn't go on that train. Instead, we went on the S-Bahn, much nicer. So then, here I am in Vienna, and the first lift I film is a lift at a U-Bahn station, and this lift, well, let's just say it's got problems. And along I go to the first shopping centre, which is Wien Mitte the Mall. And let's take a look at our lifts here, which go direct from the S-Bahn station up into the shopping centre. And now along to the car park lifts.
Ebene 0 Ausgang.
And along I go to the next building and along to the lifts, which are some nice house-hung lifts. Ooh, interesting. So then along I go to the riverside at Vienna, and here go along to a U-Bahn tunnel, but it's not really a tunnel, it's just where they've built the road over the top of the U-Bahn tracks, and along to a little lift that this goes from the riverside up to the main streets. And along to the next U-Bahn station, which has a nice old Otis lift with big Otis motor. But sadly though, the lift's been modernised, the logic's been replaced, and the lift car is nothing special, but the motoring's very nice. And sadly, all of the lifts at the U-Bahn stations have Dewhurst. I didn't come all the way to Vienna to see Dewhurst. I like that. That is a very nice indicator. Secret floor. That's interesting. Can we safety brake this? No, we can't. So sadly we can't get to the secret floor. Let's just surf it. I don't think I will. It's glass.
Linie U1.
And here's something that shows that Vienna is a civilised place. They've got drinking water fountains, although food in Vienna is actually expensive, almost as expensive as Switzerland, so I'm actually very glad of these free drinking water fountains. I wonder what their businesses next door think, meaning that people don't have to buy their expensive bottled water. And now go along to some absolutely epic Schindler M series. These are nice and fast, have full intelligent levelling and are completely efficient. These are the best lifts that you can get. Instantly starts up, instantly deaccelerates, full intelligent levelling, controlled deacceleration. These are the best. Fantastic. And also in this building there's some more Schindler lifts, but these ones are circular Schindler lifts. These ones are hydraulic and have a stop button that actually works on these ones. There's also a Thyssen hydraulic circular lift. Let's see how this compares to the Schindler hydraulic circular lifts. Which one is more efficient? Hydraulic circular lift, really stuff. Doesn't work. And now to an interesting Thyssen lift. It's got some odd halfway floors with stairs to get to either the floor above or the floor below. How weird. REPROGRAMMING 6. It's very nice. And now go along to the next lifts, which are some Schindler D series. Be intelligent, Schindler. Let's find out. And yes. Oh, fairly. Not that good, right? And now we go into a very posh building which looks very nice. But the lifts have been modernised by Otis. Oh, why'd I have to choose Otis for? So boring. Let's just notice so you can't even get to the basement. 7. What is it about Otis and the most boring lifts there is? Safety brake. Safety brake. Ooh, fuck. Wow, okay, that's what you get for your Otis. Oh, that's how you get to your basement. That's how you get to your basement, because it's collision lost, it's going to the basement, which is locked. I wonder if it will let me out. Oh, it's clever, it knows it's not allowed there, so it went straight back off again. And now along to the next lift, which is a really nice Schindler Eurolift. At least they've got a proper lift. Schindler 5400 Schindler Eurolift. Whee! 1.6. Pre-door. That's a nice trim. Now does it do pre-start? It does! Oh, but only pre-start for VF, not pre-start for brake. Oh, not a full pre-start. And now along into a hotel which has some eco discs. I didn't get far in this hotel because I was spotted very quickly. Now, a weird thing about Vienna in Austria is it's ever so similar to Germany. In some ways, there's no differences between Austria and Germany at all. The culture is very similar. Everyone's vigilantes, and if you do the slightest thing you're not meant to, or if they think you're not supposed to be in a building, you get questioned straight away. Because the ordinary citizens walking around the street will notice you, and they will get involved if they see anyone daring to trespass. Although there is a difference I noticed between Austria and Germany, and that is you do actually see people messing around being silly. You see children being noisy and playing in the streets, when in Germany you don't see it at all. Everyone's like serious like all the time. So Vienna, everyone's a bit more relaxed, but they still do have that German vigilante thing where everyone gets involved if they think you're doing something you're not meant to. And along to the next lifts, which are some nice Schindler Eurolifts.
Oh, it's got a later tram. The original tram's better.
And now to the next lift, which is a really nice old lift, but Otis got their hands on it. Fuck you, Otis. The next lift is a very interesting one, although the lift itself is not that special. It used to be an old lift, it's been horribly modernised, but it's in an old lift shaft in the middle of a staircase. There's some unusual features to it. The motor seems to still be quite old.
That's so weird. That is so weird. Very weird.
And in the lift shaft, even though the outside of the lift shafts had metal put round it, it's still got the original old glass that you can only be seen from inside of the lift shaft. You know what that means? We have to get on top this lift.
That's so weird.
The next lift was another one. It used to be a nice old lift, but once again, Otis got their hands on it.
Otis have ruined it. And it's the first swing door lift I've come across with a door close button. Very weird. It does absolutely nothing. Oh, Otis, you've ruined another classic lift.
The next lift is in an epic 1900s building which looks really nice, but the lift has been horribly replaced, and this lift is very bouncy.
The lift does not match the building. Oh, I went down. Oh, bouncy cable. This lift does not match the epicness of the building. Took a very long time to start. So I'm not sure if that's hydraulic actually. I didn't even try. I'm not even trying it hard. Ooh, I don't like this.
And now along to a house hunt lift with new lift logic.
Oh, it's a new lift logic. Not really my favourite. Oh, it's got a stop button. Yes, it is my favourite. It's got a stop button. Haushun Aufzüge. Stop! Out of service. Okay, carries on where it left off, like nothing happened.
And now along to a really nice first generation Eco Disc. And now we go to a lift in a shop. This is a very boring lift and I wasn't going to bother filming this. But the reason why I did film it is because of how badly it's been set up. This lift has the thing where the VF drive cuts as the brake applies. But the VF drive cuts slightly too soon, and because the brake doesn't apply quite instantly, the lift jolts upwards. So every time the lift stops, just as the VF turns off and the brake applies, you get jolt. It is really unsettling. And the fact this lift does this shows how badly it's been set up. And now we go along to a very, very interesting housing estate. This housing estate looks absolutely awesome. This is a classic concrete style of building I love. It looks amazing. Look at this architecture. Now if this was in England, in London, this would all be completely grotty council housing. But in Vienna, it's all kept in really good condition. And just looking around the shopping centre, that's part of this housing estate. The shopping centre looks all sort of 60s or 70s looking. It's got a classic old 70s look, but it's all clean. You never see the 70s look looking clean in England. First we go to the lift in the shopping centre.
Obergeschoss.
And now we got in a nice and fast 2.5 metre a second lift. And looking back at the video, I actually think these are actually Eco Discs MX18 either 2.5 or 3 metres a second. And now along to something completely, utterly shit. A Haushun 3300. Or is it even a 3100? It's so cheap. The Haushun versions of Schindler lifts, well, they're made by Schindler, but brand is Haushun. I like the real cheap, horrible versions. When I first got in this lift and saw a DMG, I didn't even recognise it as a Schindler. It is that bad. It felt so flimsy. I'm not sure if it's 3100 or 3300, but fuck, it's bad. And as this wasn't bad enough, They couldn't even get the floor numbering correct. When you see a sign lift showing what the floor numbering should be and what it says on the buttons, you just know the company that installed this couldn't even be asked to make sure the right number and the right letter is on the right button. What the fuck?
I didn't even recognise that as a Schindler until I came out and saw that. It is, because it sounds like Schindler. Fuck, that is cheap and faithful.
And now along to an eco-disc at a U-Bahn station.
Ausgang Seestadtpromenade.
Dann hat die Antwort.